Hey guys, this is Too Legit here, coming from the Crypto Gnome community. I've been getting a lot of different direct messages and questions about the PT Defender, and I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys, or recording, so that anybody that asks me this question, I can just link them quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and get this sent to Crypto Gnome. He is not around at the moment, but I will make sure that he gets this and adds this onto his YouTube. Thank you for being patient, of course. So I'm literally just going to read from the wiki. I know for some people, sometimes it's difficult to find all the information they're looking for. And until we can get a full guide on how to use this done, which I'm working on at the moment, I also have a results video that I will be making and also sending to CryptoNome so that he can get this up. But so how PT Defender works. One thing that's very important that you guys need to know, that regardless of the add-on, you need to know that Profit Trailer or any add-on is not just a money-making machine. You need to know this because there is a risk associated with trading. If you don't know that, you really need to take your time and do your due diligence and make sure that you're doing the research so that you don't get yourself in a situation that is not good financially. There's some specific settings you will need to adjust and alter to really make sure that you're using this add-on as best as you can. It's no different from Profit Trailer Setup. You need to make sure that you're taking the time and understanding the different trading strategies that'll help you the most. So the first part is the PT Defender basically is just using complex mathematics based on parameters or settings you're inputting. So basically, the pairs file and DCA file are your settings in there is what makes this work. At that point, it's pretty easy to look at this in one way. So you have your bag. It's going to split it in two pieces. It's going to have a larger piece of the bag, and then it's going to take a small piece, which I've been calling a shard. At that point, PT Defender will then set aside, like I said, the larger piece, placing a pending sell order. So it's going to move that bigger part of the bag into your pending part of the GUI. And then it will continue to hold the small piece of coins, also known as the shard, and it's either going to put it into your DCA or it's going to put it into your dust. So depending how you run your profit trailer is going to make this pretty important. So I know for a lot of the crypto gnome community, we use gnome alerts to make a buy, and then we use PT to sell. For everyone else, that shouldn't be a huge issue, but even for us crypto gnome community guys, we can make sure that we just adjust our pairs file in the case that the bag's value is below dust. So it's important to know if it's below dust, it's going to be handled. Your settings from your pairs file are going to handle the dust. So your buy strategy in your pairs file are going to handle the dust. Your settings, when it goes into your DCA, when the value is above dust, it'll go in your DCA. At that point, your DCA settings are going to handle the buys. So that's how PTD is going to handle that. Moving on. So immediately after this buy has occurred, basically what's going to happen is it's going to decide if more coins are needed to be purchased to validate the mathematics. So it's important to remember the parameters that you set so that you really have a free range to customize anything you want. So the next thing, it's going to monitor profit trailer for a sale of these coins. Once the sale occurs, PT Defender cancels the pending order. Then it's going to recalculate the bag and repeat the steps above. Basically, it's just going to repeat once it does that. It'll stop. Then at that point, it's going to stop defending your coins based on the parameters, but can also be shut down manually anytime you like. I'm going to break, then it goes into how breaking down the steps. So again, I'm just going to kind of go back. If you have, like, let's say a bag of, it's got $100 worth of USD that you had bought at, right? Let's say your bag is down, let's say 70% or 30%. That means it's going to pull out, let's say it pulls out 10% into that little shard and puts the bigger part of the bag into pending. So let's say you have around $7 or so. At that point, that should be above dust level, and it's going to put into your DCA. So instead of working on a bag that was bought at 100 and only valued at the moment at $70, it's giving a more manageable number that you can DCA into or make a buy into. And then, so that's where PTD is going to come into play. And you make the buy based on your strategy, whether it's in dust or DCA. and then PTD is going to mathematically figure out how much of that coin does it need to buy to get you to that target percentage. So the goal is, so the target percentage is important. So based on the number you pick, that means it's going to get it that much closer to 0%. So let's say it's down 30% and you select minus 0.1. That means it's going to recalculate and figure out how many coins it has to buy to get you back from the negative percent you're at to minus 0.1%. I don't want to give exact numbers as far as like market volatility, but I would safely like to say that we see an average volatility on a 24-hour basis for a random coin from 2 to 8%, sometimes more, right? So if we get within that range under 1% again, it's really easy for the natural market volatility to handle that. Okay, so moving on. First, PT Defender reads your settings that you inputted in the GUI or the dashboard on PT. At that point, PT Defender validates all the data that you have inputted. Step 3, it then gathers all necessary information from the exchange in order to do its calculations. 4, next, it does the calculations on the most optimal bag size based on your settings. 5, PT Defender places a pending sell order that sets aside a larger portion of your coins. 6, next, it waits for Profit Trailer to repurchase the same coin. This is all based on your buy strategies. Again, it's very important to understand that. PT is still doing all the buying and selling at this point. The only thing that's done by PTD is calculating how many coins it needs to buy to get you within that smaller shard or bag portion to a range that is possible for the market to get out, like with under it. So it's getting you under with back in within minus 1% of to get back into profitability. 8, if PT Defender's calculations require more coins to be purchased, PT Defender immediately places a market buy order for the remaining coins to ensure the new bag is valued correctly. So basically, this market buy order will be placed at the same time Profit Trailer rebuys these coins. Again, so PT is going to make the buy, and then PTD is going to put in how many coins it's going to have to buy at the market value, right? Meaning this buy will be relying on Profit Trailer's buy trigger systems. 9, next, PT Defenders monitors Profit Trailer for a sale. It's looking, well, excuse me, that's going to have to be changed. As of today, we're testing and for an external API. So basically, it's not going to use Profit Trailer's API. And one great addition that is being made, if not already in there by the time you guys see this video, is you'll be able to reset your bought cost price. So when you lose your bought cost, which kind of still is an issue here and there for some people, you'll be able to select that option, and it's going to be able to read the exchange and fit an average and reset that cost for you. Okay. 10, once, so that part, you know, might be valid or not, depending on when you see this. 10, once a sale occurs, PT Defender will cancel the pending order placed in step 5 and recalculate the bag based on the new market condition. So again, step 5 was PT Defender places a pending sell order. This sets aside the larger portion of your coins. So it makes a big piece of the bag or position, whatever you like to call it. And then moving on to the last step, PT Defender will repeat all the steps above until your desired profit has been achieved. This is really simple, guys. It's simple, but it's even caused me to really have to wreck my brain a little bit to make sure I understood this. We don't need to make this more difficult than it is. It's just splitting your bag into two, making a smaller portion, bag, position, shard, whatever you want to call it, and then then your available capital, however that is there. Whether you have the capital available, you have to panic sell one bag, you need to add money to the market, or you wait till the regular market volatility to get you out of a bag to have that capital available again. And that's it. Really simple. So I appreciate your guys' time. I don't really like to make videos, but I'm just trying to help Crypto Gnome while he's out. Again, if you guys want to help support the community, the Discord community, there's a link below. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you guys are out in the world here. Again, come visit us in the Discord. We'd love to have you. We can talk crypto, hang out. We have a lot of people that can help you with many things, very knowledgeable over there. Thank you. Talk to you guys later.